Okay, Carl, I am trying to show the comparison of the parts here. Having a little bit of trouble having it stay in focus, so bear with me. So this is the part in white on yours, and this is the part in black on the Luzbot. The white is a little bit of the support material that was left, even though it was black. For some reason, when it came off, it leaves a little bit of white on the support side. But you can see a little bit of difference there. Am I pointing through off the focus? Let's see here. Come on. Focus. There we go. So the parts themselves are really fairly accurate. You can see the lid snaps on pretty well. And yours seems to be a little bit finer in some areas, which makes sense. It's a little bit rougher on here, but on the side, where it lays it down sideways, very similar quality. It just seems to be sometimes where it connects to the support material. I think your support angles are different than mine. And then this is the piece that has the screw that goes in it. And I don't have a comparison of yours. This looks just a little bit rougher on one side, but like I said, when you get it on the sides, it's putting down the material, it's very similar. So it's kind of like the ends. I might be able to make an adjustment as to the quality setting. I'm not sure if this is the highest quality setting on it or not. But for most part, the parts are accurate. And so, for instance, the slide, as you can see, that was output here, fits in the box now. And matches. This is where I've been having trouble with support, whether to have the support on this side or on the inside of the part. And you can see that when you take the slide, try to put it in there, it's not even close to fitting. Where it fit before, but then this part didn't fit. So I don't think that part is from the printing, because when I hold these parts next to each other, they seem to match pretty well, the white part. So if I pull this out of here, and I'm not sure if this is the right part here. To line up the holes are perfect. The dimensions of the parts are pretty darn accurate to each other, as we would expect or hope. So if you look at the ends of the parts, like I say, the ends look. This one was broken when I was putting it in. That was the problem. It was too. You can see that this part is narrower now, and it does fit in there. But the whole part is now too narrow for the slide. But you can see the parts look very similar when they're viewed on the ends. Difference is here, my parts are smooth because they're being printed on a glass plate. So there's a little bit of smoothness there. But the inside seems to be rougher where the support's at. Although it's hard to tell with the white. It's pretty similar. I think the black's just showing up a little bit more. So I've got the hips on the printer this morning over at this tool room. I need to go over there and see how they came out. See, this just doesn't look very nice at all in black. Looks like there's some issues there. I believe this is the one that I had at an angle accidentally because I forgot about the lip. So there's a little bit of things that I need to play with, but for the most part, I think it should allow us to do parts back and forth and save a lot of time. I'm not sure if this is going to be the quality that you need for your parts, depending on the part that wouldn't be, I don't think, but that would be. So if that was a nose cone being built up from nothing, it would be probably do fine. And I haven't tried it in cream or white, so it might do better in other colors too. Definitely in the learning curve here. But I wanted to show you, oh, and then this part, which is really important. You can see that when this is on properly, right, there's no gap there. And when you pop this guy in, it fits now, but you can see how there's it forces a gap there, which means that if this was glued shut, this wouldn't have fit in there. It won't fit at all. And the other one, turns freely, so I'm not sure how we got sidetracked on that one. But hopefully when you finish these things today, you'll be able to see any of these problems and figure them out. But this part looks good. Might have a little bit of a offset there. Maybe that's the issue. I'm not sure. I'll let you look at those and figure out why they're not quite fitting on. It may just be that the key has gotten slid. It's hard to tell. But anyways, on this one we need it to be perfect because these are the files that we'll be sending for injection once we make sure this all works. There you go. Thanks.